Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning on Saturday, 11:15 almost. So I gotta get back to playing. I just go in these constant where I don't plug in, I don't play, do much for weeks at a time. I'm getting way too lazy. So back to doing a little bit of tidbits. For those of you this might be helpful to. I just started noodling with, oh, by the way, special thanks to John Gerd from Westminster, a friend of mine who comes over on Wednesdays. He showed up Wednesday and he gave me this hat. He pulled it out of his jacket and he goes, hey, an early birthday present. My birthday's not till July. It says Clay's Guitar Shop, vintage guitars and amps on it. Really cool. So I'm wearing it in appreciation. Thanks, John. So today we'll do so I'm actually using my Fender bass breaker amp, and it's a 2-channel. It comes with a super heavy duty foot switch, which it allows you drive. So you can set your gain level at whatever you want. I think I got it about halfway up, so it can go, you know, to 11. So you hit this one button and you've got drive. You hit this button and you got more drive. It's way too much almost. If you're going to use that, you'd almost have to turn the gain way down because it jumps so much from this one to this one. So I'm going to leave it on this one. I got the drive in the amplifier set, like I said, about halfway. I'll double check it. Yep, dead straight up. And I got a little bit of delay going on the MXR carbon copy. And that's it. So for those of you who might ask questions, what pedals are you using, what kind of overdrive, blah, blah, blah. It's a bass breaker amp, 30R amp, which I actually have up for sale because it's so powerful and so loud. I've only got the thing barely on, and it's too loud, you know, for me. So I'm going to get a smaller amp. So I put that on Craigslist for sale. So it'll be a good deal for somebody. It's brand new. So I've got the amp's overdrive on halfway up, and I got some delay setting. So today we'll do a little bit of E minor pentatonic again, you know. So again, I've been over these shapes. This one here is the same as the 12th fret. So I struggle with a little bit of numbness. I've been starting to do exercises. Today's going to be a pull-off thing. And I got really very weak baby fingers, so I've determined I'm going to start doing these till I can't, till my fingers won't move, and just shake the hand and keep doing them. So you can pick up any new thing and get good at it really quick if you sit there and just drive it into the ground, so to speak, you know. But so we'll do this today. We'll start in the first, and we'll do a hammer on, pick the note and hammer on. And then go the other way. Pick and then pull off. So I'm doing a 6 count right now. Like I should have explained that going up. I went, and then I started on the A string open and went. Then I started at the D string, and I started with the open note. And then I started with the G string and started with the open G. Now we'll do the same thing descending. We'll start with a finger on it and pull off. Start with the B string, staying in that E minor pentatonic. All the stuff I'm going to do when I'm talking about 6-note count, whatever, that's staying with that same E minor pentatonic. So when you get it going, you're not necessarily going to use the whole run of all 6 strings, but you might go. It's just to develop a physical ability. You can take little pieces of it and throw it into your playing, you know? So you got, you know, rather than just picking it. That's fine too, but then now you can do. And my hands move way too much. I haven't spent enough time to where you start doing the minimal movement and become a freaking Ingve, you know, whatever. That's not going to happen for me. You know, so I do a lot of things where I'll do stuff like that. That's all pull off. So I'm only picking half the notes. So there's the first position. Use these fingers, you know, here's where it gets challenging, and these are the ones I really got to dig in on to get them going. Is you got to use these fingers. This is all about developing all 4 fingers also. When you solo, you know, use the fingers you can best execute it with. So this is just why I'm specifying these fingers for these particular positions, is so you get some development, especially in that baby finger. That's where I have a tremendous weakness there. Gary Moore did a lot of his playing. He scratched his fingers and used fingers, you know, like first and third and whatever. And I mean, the guy was, I mean, obviously ass-kicking, fast player with the pentatonics. But, you know, so this is to help. It really is, you know, the best way to go to develop all 4 fingers. So take your baby finger and your middle finger. Both ways. You want to get good at going descending and ascending. Now that was picking them, right? A 6 count, 6 notes, 2 notes per string, 3 string. And then starting at the A string with the B note. This is the second position up. And then starting with the D, starting with the E note. Then you get them flowing steady. Alternate picking. Now we'll do the hammer-on thing, same as I did in the open position. This part here is hard for me. And you don't want to, you know, you don't want to bar and try to cheat and get into it at the same time. You want finger independence, so you got to be moving this finger back here every time. So you got to get that one stepped up in time for that one. So you watch that back finger, when I'm doing these, you don't bar and try to get in 2 strings at a time with just bar and go. See how that's stepping when I hand pull off this one? And I go to this one, I jump that one up so it's ready behind it. Because those are my weak 2 fingers, I'll sit down and just go. I haven't really put a lot of time in them, but if I determine I want to get better at them, then I'll sit and do them darn things till I can't move my baby finger, till it just comes to a halt, because I do struggle with an issue of my fingers fatiguing very quickly. But then you develop that and you come down maybe from some... When you're soloing, you don't have to use the baby finger on that, use these 2. You know, when you're soloing. This is about developing the 4 fingers once again. I can't say that enough. So you got... this is all about not having to move your hand. So if you know, do the fingers this way. See, when you're soloing again, you can use the other fingers, your stronger fingers, because you're not going to ride up and down all 6 strings necessarily. You're going to probably move, you know, up to a couple and move up and up like that. So use your strong fingers when you do that. All right, so that's second position. Here's the third position, starting at the A note. Use your middle finger and your baby finger. And again, don't bar and try to play 3 at a time. It sounds like shit. It'll never sound clear and separated, ever, that way. You want to do independent and move that finger. All right, so we're going to go up it. Just stay in here. So we'll go up and we'll do the hammer-on pull-off. This one's a hammer-on. So there you go. For me, because it's a lot of these 2 fingers, and then a step over in that position. So up to the next position, starting at the B note, you got so you got pull off. Last position at the D note. Watch my fingers. Alright, so now we'll do the hammer-on thing. So there you go, that's your hammer-on. You can do them in just 2 strings at a time too. And on these I'm just picking one direction. You can alternate if you want and do them even faster. I'm just going down, down because I've got time because of the 2 notes being done. But see the finger independence here. Don't bar them. There you go, a little quick tidbit of exercises you can do. And it'll show up in your playing a little bit here and there. Things will start showing up. That's a lot of pull off, you know, and hammer on. I'm only picking whatever notes I need to. So there you go, just a little tidbit. Nothing too lengthy. Have a lovely day.